welcome to the Haines High School Gymnasium. We're live online with Sam McFeeters with the camera feed, and we're also being joined by our friends down in Petersburg on KFSK. Hello to everybody down in Petersburg. Glad to see the Vikings here for this weekend's game. Nice ferry ride up the canal this morning on the Tazlina. Nice of the state to get that back up and running for us. This will be the first conference game of the season for both teams. I know Petersburg was playing Thunder Mountain last night down in Juneau. Glacier Bears have gotten a few non-conference games. They had a tournament here last weekend with the JV teams from Sitka and Mount Edgecombe, and then also the boys had the JVs from Thunder Mountain, so they had a good weekend of work here. So looking forward to finally getting some regional games, conference games under the belt of both teams and see where we stand as we start preparing for a little over a month away. The regionals down in, well, I don't even know where they are. I think it's Sitka this year. So we'll start with the starting five of the Petersburg Vikings. Number 31, 5'10" senior, Adriana Stowe. Number 30, 5'11" senior, Kennedy Kahn. Number 11, 5'8" senior, Inez Larson. Number 14, 5'3" sophomore, Anya Powick. And rounding out the lineup, number 15, Allie Thomason. And the Lady Panthers are coached by Dino Brock, assisted by Matthew Powick. Now starting lineup for the Haines Glacier Bears. Number 10, senior Sadie Anderson. Number 14, junior Allison Benda. Number 23, junior Grace Long Godinez. Number 1, junior Mackenzie Dryden. And number 12, junior Malia Jorgensen Giese. Glacier Bears coached by Coleman Stanford and assisted by Fran Daly. We'll take a brief moment here for the national anthem, and we'll be back with the opening tip-off. Thanks to the Haines Pep Band for the national anthem. Both teams are on their coaches for a few last-minute words. We've got Don Nash, Matt Jones, and Michael Gainey as our officials tonight. Lady Vikings out on the court. Now we got the Haines Glacier Bears joining them. Looks like we'll have Kahn in the center circle for the Vikings and Anderson for the Glacier Bears. And Glacier Bears control the tip. It's Jorgensen Giese. Right side gets it up to Longodina's her cross-court pass through the hands of Benda and out of bounds. Larson on the dribble up into the front court for the Vikings. Comes right-hand side to Powak. Powak comes up top. They circled around weak side to Larson. Larson, cross-court pass to Stowe. Stowe looks inside to Kahn. Has that knocked away by Anderson. Jorgensen Giese to Longodinas up in the front court. They go right-hand side to Dryden. Down onto the baseline to Longodinas. Jorgensen Giese top of the key. Inside to Anderson. Turn up with the right hand. A little bit short. Ball controlled by the Vikings. And it'll be Powak up into the front court. Goes to the left-hand side to Larson. Back to Powak. Looking for a screen from Kahn. Moves down towards the baseline. Picks up her dribble. She's going to throw that in the backcourt. There's a race for it. And Dryden's going to try and come away with it. Benda picks it up off the glass and in for two for Allison Benda with the first 2 points of the game. Quickly into the front court is Larson. Left side to Stowe. First around the top, come right to Powak. They go left-hand side to Larson. Top of the key, Kahn. Right side to Powak. Now you got Stowe on the right wing on the dribble. Trying to get inside to Kahn. Double team by the Glacier Bears. She gets it. She's going to try and throw it back out. I think that foul is going to be on Jorgensen Giese. And it is. That'll be Malia's first personal, first team foul here in the first half. And subs off the bench. We get Candle, Curtis, and Case coming in for Stowe, Powak, and Thompson. Vikings inbound. Shot up and good by Larson. Nice looking shot from the left elbow by Larson. Game's tied at 2. Longodinas coming to the left-hand side. Gets it to Benda. Back to Longodinas on the baseline. Had the shot. She'll pass it up. Gets up top to Giese. To a cutting. Dryden couldn't get it up. We got a follow by Anderson. The referee said that counts. She'll be going line looking for 3. Foul's on number 12. That'll be Eleanor Candle with her first personal, first team foul. And we will have a 30-second timeout by Coach Brock before Anderson gets her chance at the free throw. Nice anticipation that time. Good pass from Jorgensen Giese. Mackenzie Dryden took the back cut down behind her defender. Had it wide open, left it a little bit short. Anderson was there to pick up the rebound and put that back up and in and get the chance at a three-point play. It'll be Ketchikan is where the regionals are at this year, so couldn't remember where we were at in the rotation there for a little bit. Thanks, Lyle. .5:58 left in the first quarter. Glacier Bears 4-2. And Sadie Anderson will be at the line, shooting 1. Anderson's first shot, a little bit short. She stepped over the line, so it'll be out of bounds to the Vikings. Got Kahn in the backcourt with Larson. Larson will bring it up for the Vikings. Comes to the right-hand side. Back up from Candle. But Candle has it stolen away by Jorgensen Giese. She'll bring it up into the front court. Comes to the left-hand side. Oh, it's stolen away. Larson had it briefly. Goes back to Benda. To Longodinas. Inside to Anderson. Anderson goes up with the left hand. Shot blocked by Kahn. They're saying they got her arm as well. First personal foul on Kennedy Kahn. Second team foul. And Sadie Anderson will be back at the line. This time she has 2 opportunities. First one bounces around and will fall in for her. That's 3 for her. And it's a 3-point lead for the Glacier Bears, 5-2, 5:35 left in the first quarter. Anderson's second shot. That one rims out, and Jorgensen Giese's going to knock that one out of bounds. It'll be Vikings basketball. Again, you've got Kahn and Larson in the backcourt. Larson on the dribble, looks 2-3 zone by the Glacier Bears. Larson comes right-hand side. Case, back to Larson at the top of the key. He's circling to the left-hand side, and Candle reverse up top. Try and go inside to Kahn. That one's a little out of her reach and stolen away by Anderson. Anderson gets it over to Longodinas. Grace call it the play. She's working against Larson. Comes the left-hand side, gets it to Benda. Benda up top to Anderson, to the right side to Dryden, right wing. One dribble, picks it up, baseline to Benda, go inside to Anderson, lose it briefly, up and good for two. Sadie turns, faces up, and gets the bucket. Everybody left Larson in the backcourt. She didn't have anybody to inbound it to, but Case comes back, gives her the outlet. Larson now going to spot up for three. Nice looking shot by Inez Larson. That's 5 points for her. Cuts that Glacier Bear lead to 2. Longodinas driving to the right-hand side, gets it to Benda. Dryden's going to drive inside. Wild shot off the glass. Iris Case down with it for the Vikings. She's going to drive up the right-hand side. Nobody stops her until she gets to the three-point line. Her cross-court pass is stolen away by Dryden. Dryden up on the left-hand side. Can't get it to fall. Nice help or recovery defense by Larson, making that a tougher shot. It'll be off the Glacier Bears and out of bounds. Nice hustle by Dryden that time, and equally good hustle by Larson for the Vikings, keeping her from scoring. Bears still in 2-3 defense. Vikings comes right-hand side to Case. Up to Candle. Left side to Larson. To Case. Back to Larson. Now far on the right-hand side to Case. Go inside to Curtis. Back to Curtis. She has the ball stripped out of her hands. Longodinas can't get a hold of it. Case does. She takes off for the hoop. She traveled before she was fouled by the Glacier Bears, so it'll be Glacier Bears basketball. And we've got Thomason and Powick back into the game. And also Stowe. Longodinas up into the front court. Right side, Dryden. Top of the key to Jorgensen Giese. To Longodinas. Jorgensen Giese, top of the key. 3:23 left in the first quarter. Glacier Bears 7-5. Benda drives in. Gets that one, several bounces and drops in. That's 4 for Benda, and it's a 4-point lead. Larson drives inside, spin move, briefly loses control of the ball. She's able to regain her dribble. Guarded out by the three-point line by Benda. Now she's looking for a cutter. Gets it into Powick. She's going to go up for the shot and be fouled. That'll be Sadie Anderson's first personal. Second team foul on the Glacier Bears. And Anya Powick will be going to the line, shooting 2. Looks like Anderson twisted an ankle or something there. She's limping off the court. And we've got Gracie Stickler taking her place in the lineup. Powick's first shot. Bounces around and drops. Another sub into the game for the Glacier Bears. Ariel Godinez Long checking in, and she'll be in for Sister Grace Long Godinez. Powick's second shot, front rim, rebound comes out to Dryden. She'll bring it up into the front court for the Glacier Bears. She's picked up by Powick. Dryden goes right-hand side to Benda. Benda down to Dryden. Top to Jorgensen Giese. Try and go inside to Stickler, and it's knocked away. Stow gets it ahead to Powick, and now Larson. Larson on the right-hand side. Her pass stolen away by Benda. Benda's got a step and up and good for 2. Allison Benda's got 6, and it's a 5-point lead for the Glacier Bears. Larson up into the front court, goes left-hand side to Powick. Inside to Curtis, had that one knocked away. Quickly back is Dryden for the Bears. Dryden comes left-hand side to Godinez Long. Jorgensen Giese now on the right hand side to Dryden. Tries to go inside to Stickler, but that was way over her head. Stolen away by Larson. He's telling everybody to get up the court, trying to push the pace a little bit. Comes right hand Powick. Reverses through the top, left wing to Thomason. Got a whistle on the play. 33, Gracie Stickler, first personal, third team foul. 1:36 left in the first quarter. Vikings inbounding, left baseline. Into Larson. Larson spin move on the left-hand side, up with the left hand. Good. That's 7 for Larson. And it's a 3-point lead, 11-8. Dryden on the dribble, right wing. Turns, drives into the center of the lane, now to Benda. Benda on that left baseline, has it stripped out of her hands. Up ahead is Powick. Glacier Bears are able to cover, get 3 ladies back ahead of her. Kick pass back to Larson, down on the post. Shots up by Thomason, no good. Rebound comes down to Stickler. Now we're going to have a held ball with Thomason fighting it and alternated possession. Will go to the Vikings. Got Sadie Anderson back into the lineup for Jorgensen Giese. Vikings get it to Curtis. Shot's a little short, gets her own rebound. Up top to Stowe. So reset the offense at the top of the key with Larson. To Stowe in the middle of the key. Turns, looks up with the right hand, but she's going to travel first. Shuffled her foot a little bit before she got that one off the glass and in. 40 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. Glacier Bears have Dryden. She's going to drive down all the way on the left baseline. And a little body check there. Number 14, Anya Powick, first personal. Third team foul on the Vikings. Benda on the inbounds. Vikings still in man-to-man defense. Anderson drives into the lane, kicks it back to up top. Godina's long. Right side to Benda. Benda up fake, going to drive lane. Up with a shot, a little bit high off the glass. Stowe down with the board for the Vikings. Up ahead to Powick. Top to Larson. Dryden almost got her hands on another one there. Go to Stowe. Dryden's getting into all these passing lanes. Larson up with a shot. Back rim. Comes down to Benda. One shot. That's going to be the end of the first quarter of play. Glacier Bears 11 and the Petersburg Vikings 8. We will send this back to the studios at KFSK for 1 minute and come back with second quarter action. Welcome back to the Haines High School Gymnasium. Doug Old along with Sam McFeeters bringing you Glacier Bear basketball tonight. Reminder, after this one, we're going to have the Viking boys team against the Haines Glacier Bear boys. Right now, we're starting the second quarter with the girls. Glacier Bears 11 and the Vikings 8. We got Longodinas, comes left-hand side. Now Bartle knocked out of bounds there. Waller in the bounce for Glacier Bears. Long Godinez up top to Godinez long. Now back to Long Godinez on the right side. She's going to dribble it out of bounds. Larson on the dribble. She's going to go down the right-hand side of the lane, up with the left off the glass, and good for two. Inez Larson with 9 of the 10 for the Lady Vikings, keeping them in this game. 1 point lead for the Glacier Bears. Stacey Wallers goes down inside to Anderson, has her shot blocked by Kahn. Kahn comes away with it and get it to Larson. Larson gets it up ahead, drive into the lane by Case. She'll get fouled and go to the line, shooting 2. Fouls on number 5. Stacey Wallers, her first personal, 4th-team foul. Case's first shot up, bounces around, falls off the right side. Got one more coming to her. That one bounces around. No luck with that one on the roll either. Stowe away with the rebound inside to Kahn. Kahn turn, faces up, across the lane over to Stowe. Can't get it to fall, but she's going to be fouled going back to the line for the Vikings with another 2 free throws. Foul be on Grace Longodinez, her first personal. That'll be the 5th-team foul on the Glacier Bears. And Stowe at the line. First one, nothing but net. Good looking shot that time by Adriana. Her first points of the game. That's got us tied at 11. Benda back into the game for Wallers. Second one for Stowe. Can't get it, but we got a rebound by Kahn. Offensive board up and good for 2. Gives the Vikings a 2-point lead. Longodina's back into the front court for the Glacier Bears. Tries to go inside by Anderson. Bounce pass a little bit low right through the legs of Anderson, and the Vikings got a chance to build on this 2-point lead now. They trailed pretty much that whole first quarter, but they've come out with a quick 5 points to start the second quarter. Case hounded up top. Is able to get away with it. Larson goes into Stowe. Stowe turns up with the left hand. Another foul. That was kind of a little wild shot there. Glacier Bears probably better off just letting that one go and leaving her alone. But that'll be Sadie Anderson's second personal, 6th-team foul. Still at the line, 4-2 again. This one's hard off the right side. We'll reset for one more. 6:29 left in the first half. Vikings 13, Glacier Bears 11. Stowe's second. Money right down the middle. She's got 2. It's a 3-point lead. A little full court pressure here by the Vikings. Longodinez down to Anderson. And a turn. Has that shot blocked by Kahn. Rebound comes out to Jorgensen Giese. Her shot's too hard. Benda comes down with it. And it'll be controlled by Longodinez in the scrum. Gets it to Benda. Benda off the glass. A little too hard. Kahn with the weak side rebound. Sadie Anderson's going to be sitting for a while. That's her third personal foul with still 6:07 left in the first half. Nice defensive position that time by Kahn. Sadie really didn't have an option on that one. So we got Gracie Stickler and Mackenzie Dryden into the game for the Glacier Bears. And since that's the 7th-team foul on the Bears, Kahn will be going to the line, shooting 1-1. Looking to extend this 3-point lead. First shot is up, rebound by Malia Jorgensen Giese. Longodinez up into the front court, picked up by Larson. They go right-hand side to Dryden. Dryden inside to Jorgensen Giese. Her shot is off, but picked up by Allison Benda, up and good for 2. Cuts that lead 2-1. Benda's got 8 for the game. Vikings up top to Larson. 2-3 zone still by the Glacier Bears. Powick on the right-hand side. Stowe, top of the key. They go left-hand side to Larson. Inside to Kahn. Kahn dumps it into Stowe. Stowe lost her balance. It goes over to Case. Case picks it up. Nobody was looking at her. Off the glass and good for two. Nice heads-up play by the freshman. Longodinas looking for a screen. Goes right side. Dryden goes back to Longodinas. She's falling out of bounds. Gets it to Dryden. Goes inside. Sold away by Kahn. Kahn gets it to Larson. And we're going to the other end of the court. Larson, right-hand side to Case. Case defended by Longodinas. Vikings spin around, left baseline. Larson tries to drop it off to Kahn. Knocked away, back to Larson. She'll dribble through to the right wing, inside to Kahn. Back to Larson, spots up for three. That's a little bit long. Stowe with the rebound on the weak side. She'll dribble it out behind the three-point line, come up top to Case. Now we got way beyond the top of the key, up by the three-point circle with Larson. Powick dribbles right-hand side. Larson looks for the three, go inside to Kahn. Kahn gets double-teamed, gets it over to Powick. Powick steps into an 8-footer, leaves that one a little bit short. Benda on the rebound for the Glacier Bears. She'll pull it up, push up in the front court. Everybody, Vikings didn't get back defensively. Benda's going to go all the way to the rack and score it. Cuts that lead to one. 16-15. Vikings quickly back to Powick. Powick got Longodinas on her. Larson dribbles into the lane, get to Stowe. Stowe up with a shot, and she's going to be fouled and will be going to line shoot two. That'll be Stickler. Her second. 8th team foul. .351 left here in the first half. 16 for the Vikings, 15 for the Glacier Bears. Stowe's first one bounces high off the back rim and drops through. She's got three all from the line. And back into the game, we've got Candle, Curtis, and Thomason coming in for Case, Kahn, and I guess Curtis is going to be coming in for Stowe if Stowe makes this free throw. Curtis will have to wait a little bit. Stickler with the rebound, gets it to Longodinas. Longodinas comes left-hand side. Dryden looks inside to Stickler. Stickler's going to get fouled by Allie Thomason. Her first personal. That'll be, looks like the 4th team foul on the Vikings. Now we'll have Curtis checking into the game. Coming in for Stowe. And Bend on the inbounds left baseline. It's out on the left wing to Longodinas. She'll drive in, up with the right hand. A little bit hard. Stickler down with the rebound, and we're going to have a jump ball. It'll go to the Vikings on the alternating possession. 3:32 first half of play. 15-17, Vikings by 2. Larson comes up, faces that 2-3 zone, comes right-hand side to Powick. Powick losing control of it along the baseline. It's going to scramble for it. It's going to be off of Powick, and it'll be Glacier Bears basketball. Longodinas into the front court for the Bears. Right side to Dryden. Now loop in, drive into the lane, over to Benda. Benda gets a little spot, goes into the lane hard, and she's going to get hammered. Go to the line, shooting two. Number 12, Eleanor Candle. Her second personal, 15 foul for the Vikings, and Benda at the line, shooting two. First one rolls over the front rim. 11 for Benda. Off the bench is Emma Dorn for Glacier Bears, her first action tonight. Benda's second is good as well. She's got 12, and we're tied up at 17 with 3:05 left here in the first half. Larson cupped the hand to Curtis. Curtis turns, fires, rebound on the weak side, comes down to Benda, fighting for it. She'll get it out to Dryden. Dryden pushing it up the court. No numbers, but she's going to try and get in there and carry the basketball. Going back the other way. Larson comes right-hand side to Powak. Back up top to Larson. Left wing to Candle. Now reverse back to Powak. Go down on the baseline. Curtis turns up. Weak side rebound by Benda. She's going to push it up. Glacier Bears like to get out of run as soon as they get that rebound. Benda's going to go in, up with the shot, and she's going to be fouled by Kendall. That'll be Kendall's third. And Benda at the line for another 2. So 3 on Kendall, 16 fouls on the Vikings. And Benda looking to build on her 12 points from, and she gets 13 with that first one. Back into the game is Stowe for Candle. And we've got Ariel Godinez Long coming in for Gracie Stickler. Benda second. That one's a little bit short. Rebound by Larson. Larson into the front court. Stops top of the key. Looks into Stowe. Stowe on the left-hand side. Up with the right in the lane. Oh, just bounces around. Comes off the front rim. Powak back up top to Larson for 3. Money. Inez Larson's got 12, and it's a 2-point lead for the Vikings. 2:11 left to play here in the first half. We've got a 30-second timeout. So we'll just do a quick rundown for everybody watching online or listen on KFSK. Scoring so far in the ball game: Iris Case has 2 for the Vikings. Anya Powak with 1. Inez Larson with 12. Kennedy Kahn with 2. And Adriana Stowe with 3 for the Glacier Bears. They've only had 2 ladies scoring so far, but they've done a lot of it. Sadie Anderson with 5 and Allison Benda with 13, which gives us our 18-20 score with the Vikings by 2. And we've got 2:11 left in this first half of play. Just a reminder, about half hour after this game, so we're scheduled for 7, will be the boys' games between the Glacier Bears and the Vikings. So stay tuned for that game as well. Should be a good one. So it'll be Glacier Bear basketball. Dryden will be running point for the Glacier Bears. Look like we got change up to a 2-3 zone by the Vikings. Come left-hand side to Godinez Long. To Dryden. She's going to stop and pop from 3. Long Godinez with the weak side rebound. Will be fouled on the putback. And that foul's by Allie Thomason, her second personal. 17 foul. You've got Grace Long Godinez at the line for 2 shots. Her first one is up and good. That's her first point of the game. Off the bench for the Vikings back into the game, Kennedy Kahn will be coming in for Thomason. Long Godinez seconds a little bit hard off the glass on that left side. Larson up to Stowe. Back up top to Larson. She's going to drive in. Stop and pop from 12. Rebound by Stowe. Stowe out behind the 3-point line to Kahn. Down on the baseline to Curtis. Has that ball knocked out of her hands by Long Godinez. Off Curtis and out of bounds back to the Glacier Bears. Dryden up into the front court. Right side to Long Godinez. Top to Stickler. They reverse it to the left-hand side to Godinez Long. Back to Long Godinez on the baseline. Gets it into Stickler. Stickler up off the glass with a left rebound by Kahn. Kahn to Larson. Larson waits for her teammates to catch up to her. Dumps it into Stowe. Stowe backs it out of the lane to Powak. Kahn at the high post. Now they go back into Kahn at the low post. Cross-court pass to Stowe out behind the left elbow. Larson's going to drive in on the right-hand side. Up with the little bit of a crazy shot there. Curtis comes down with the rebound. Stowe with the shot. Stickler with the board for the Glacier Bears. Long Godinas. 45 seconds left here in the first half. Dryden. Into Jorgensen Giese. Stickler with the rebound. Up with it. She's going to be fouled and send Stickler to the line. Gracie's first chance at the free throw line. And it'll be Adara Curtis. Her first personal. Stickler's first shot rattles in and good. We're tied at 20 with 37.6 seconds left in the first half. Gracie Stickler's got one more shot. That one's a little short on everything there, so it'll be Vikings basketball out of bounds. Calling into Larson. Larson dribbles to the right-hand side. Tries to dump it inside, read nicely by Long Godina. Stepped in front of that and knocked it out of bounds. So the Vikings will be setting up on the right side of the baseline. Right side of the key on the baseline. 27.6 seconds left. Stowe on the inbounds pass. Looking for a cutter. Gets it to Powak. Powak double-teamed. Picks up her dribble and is going to travel with it. She's trying to get it back to Larson, and Larson wasn't quite open yet. Had to take a little bit of a stutter step to catch her balance, and that was enough to get the travel. Glacier Bears with a chance here to break the tie before halftime. Left-hand side, Ariel Godina's long on the dribble. Gets a baseline to Dryden for the three-point shot. That's off the side of the backboard. Rebounds, fought for. Kahn comes down with it. 8 seconds left. Kahn tries to go up ahead. Dryden's going to come with the ball. Loses control. It steps on the sideline. So it'll be Vikings basketball with 3.5. See if they can come up with something. We're going to get it to Larson. Glacier Bears come. Now they come up, put a little bit of pressure on Larson here. Off onto the left side. He's going to drive down on the baseline, off the glass, and just won't fall before the end of the buzzer there off the front rim. So we will go into halftime with a score of 20-20. We're all tied up here in the Haines High School gymnasium. We will send this back to KFSK. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with second half action. Welcome back to the Haines High School Gymnasium. Douglas Ord and Sam McFeeters bringing you this game online and then also on KFSK down in Petersburg. Start of the second half. We're pretty much right where we started the game at 20-20, all tied up. Glacier Bears get the basketball. Longodinas on the dribble, comes right-hand side. Back it up a little bit. Guarded by Larson. Gets down under the baseline, gets her shot blocked by Larson. Out of bounds, it'll be back to the Glacier Bears. Benda on the left side of the lane, baseline on the inbounds. Benda looking for some action. Out to Dryden for the three-pointer. That'll be long, weak side rebound. Off one of the Glacier Bears and out of bounds to the Vikings. Gone into Larson. 2-3 zone by the Glacier Bears. Larson works to the right-hand side, gets it over to Powick. Larson reverses to Stowe. Back other side to Powick. Kind of reversing around the top here, moving that zone back and forth. Got Kahn kind of flashing to the high post. Now they got Thomason flashing, goes down to the baseline, outside to Powick. Stowe. Larson for three on the left wing. Weak side rebound comes down to Benda. Benda quickly pushing it up in the front court. She's going to get past Larson on the right-hand side. Up the glass too hard. Anderson down with the rebound. Up high off the glass. Can't get it to finish. Larson with the rebound. Quickly up the court for the Vikings. Throws it up ahead to Stowe. Stowe takes time up with the left, and we're going to get a blocking foul on Dryden, it looks like. Kenzie Dryden, her first team foul here in the second half with a blocking foul, and Adriana Stowe will go to the free throw line shooting 2. She had 3 points in the first half, all 3 of them coming from the line. First one rolls in and out. Stowe at the line for her second. She's been pretty consistent. Each time she's gone to the line for 2, she's got at least one of them. 1 point lead for the Vikings. Benda picks up her dribble, right elbow, top to Jorgensen. Giese looking, comes to the right-hand side. A little hot on that pass to Dryden. Kind of caught her on her back shoulder. She wasn't able to turn around quick enough to catch that one. Vikings basketball. Larson into the front court. Powick back to Larson. Working top of that key. Gets it to Stowe. Back up top to Larson. Down the right block. And that is Thomason off the glass for 2. Glacier Bears really paying attention out on that perimeter. Thomason was wide open on the baseline. Benda looking for an opening for the Glacier Bears. They get into Anderson at the top free throw line. Her shot long. Stowe up ahead to Larson. She'll let the traffic clear and then bring it up into the front court. Again, working things at the top of the key. Got Dryden guarding her. Over to Powick. Stowe. Got Kahn on the baseline. Now they'll give it into her. She's going to work against Anderson. Gets it Thomason from the free throw line off the glass and in. 4 quick points for Allie Thomason. It's a 5-point lead for the Vikings. We'll have a 30-second timeout for the Glacier Bears. Much better offense here to start the second half for the Vikings. They've been able to draw a couple defenders to the ball handler and then spot the open lady. And the open Viking has been able to knock down those shots. Thomason with 2 in a row there. One on the baseline off the glass and the other one at the left elbow. The Glacier Bears offense has stagnated a little bit here in the second half. They haven't been able to get a bucket yet. Vikings have been sending help anytime Anderson's been getting it down low, and Dryden hasn't been able to connect from the perimeter yet. Let's see if somebody else can step up. Benda was a big gun there in that first half. She hasn't had a shot here in the second. Longodinas to Dryden on the left wing. Top to Jorgensen. Giese. Now to Anderson, top of the key. Over to Longodinas. She turns, has her shot blocked, and we're going to get a foul, I think, on the follow-through. The shot block itself was all ball, but she must have come down on her in some way there. First personal and first team foul in the second half for Larson. Longodinas' first shot is a little bit short. Off the bench, we have Stickler and Godina's long. Coming in for Dryden and Jorgensen Giese. Longodinas at the line for her second. Bears trailing by 5 with 5:10 left in the third quarter. Longodinas gets a second one to fall. That's 2 for her in the game. Quickly up ahead are the Vikings. Get it to Powak. Powak drives to the baseline, and we've got the ball recovered by Godina's long. And we've got a foul on the Vikings. Allie Thomason, her third personal. And second team foul here in the second half. Longodinas comes right-hand side to Benda. Top to Stickler. Left wing. Longodinas, she's going to drive in the lane, right side. Godina's long with the three-pointer. That one's long, and you've got Stickler with the weak side rebound, up with the shot, and she's going to be fouled on it. And that will be Larson's second personal. Fourth team foul. Stickler at the line, shooting 2. 4:43 left in the third quarter. 25-21, Vikings by 4. Stickler's first a little bit short. Stickler's second is up. Get that one without a problem. That's 2 for her. Glacier Bears slowly chipping into that lead. Larson back directing traffic for the Vikings. He's going to drive left baseline. Stops and pops from 10. Good. 14 for Larson, and back up to 5 is the lead for the Vikings. Bend on the right-hand side, looking inside to Anderson. Instead goes to Longodinas out on the right wing. Reverses it up through the top, and almost stolen away by Thomason getting in the passing lane there. Excuse me, that was Powak. Anticipated that, knocked it out of bounds. Glacier Bears on the inbounds. Get it into Godina's long. Picks up a dribble, gets inside to Anderson. To Longodinas, comes right side to Benda. Benda up fake, get down. Trying to get the baseline, drop it into Anderson, but she's going to be fouled first, and that's 4 on Thomason. So she'll be taking a seat, and Curtis into the game for the Vikings. Benda will be running the inbounds. Now we've got Dryden coming in for Longodinas. So all substitutions have been straightened out here. Glacier Bears looking to inbound. Benda looking for an opening, throws away up top to Dryden. Dryden comes back to Benda, had her feet set for the 3. She'll drive inside. Instead, Kahn with the block shot, and out of bounds off of Stowe. Stowe and Stickler were battling for that one. It was off Stowe last. So now we'll switch to the other side of the key, and another inbound play by the Glacier Bears. Out to Dryden. She quickly gets it into Anderson. Anderson turns up with the shot. Stickler down with the rebound, and she's going to be fouled by Kahn. That's Kahn's second personal. 15 foul. We've got a 30-second timeout here by Coach Brock. So 27-22 is the score. Scoring so far, Stowe for the Vikings with 4, Kahn with 2, Larson with 14, Powak with 1, Case with 2, and Thomason with 4 for the Glacier Bears. Stickler with 2, Benda with 13, Longodinas with 2, and Anderson with 5. So only 2 points the Glacier Bears have gotten so far is a free throw by Stickler and a free throw by Longodinas here in the second half. We'll see if they can find some additional scoring to cut into this lead with 3:49 third quarter. Benda will be on the inbounds left-hand side of the key on the baseline. They're doing a lot of movement. They get it into Stickler. Stickler down on the leaves out a little bit long. Rebound by Stowe to Larson. Larson on the dribble. Now back to left-hand side to Stowe. Has Curtis down on the block. She's defended by Anderson, so they go away from her. Now it's to Powak. Over to Larson, left wing. Glacier Bears recover into her. To get into Curtis, 10-foot, leaves out a little bit short. Rebound by Anderson. Curtis found the open spot in that zone, just couldn't convert the bucket. Left side to Godinez Long. To Dryden, to Stickler, up off the glass and good. Gracie Stickler's got 4, cut the lead to 3. Larson back for the Vikings. Larson dribbling down to that right baseline. Tries to go cross-court, ball briefly stuck away. Dryden up ahead of the packs, got it. Stowe's going to come up. Dryden off the left hand in the glass and good. Stowe tried to influence that shot, wasn't able to. Dryden scored it. We're at a 1-point lead for the Vikings. 27-26, 2:35 left in the third quarter. Stowe on the right wing, way behind the three-point line. Up to Larson, left-hand side to Powak, to Larson, to Stowe. Kind of passing around. Now they go to the high post to Curtis. Glacier Bears quickly collapse 4 around her. Larson on the top of the key. Curtis on the left baseline. A little bit short. Stowe with the rebound. Has that stripped out of her hands as she goes up for it. But we got a foul. I believe it will be Benda that got her on the shot. And it will be Allison Benda's first personal foul. They're saying that was before the shot or on somebody that wasn't shooting. I thought that was a shooting foul. Vikings get it in. It was knocked away. Stowe comes up with it. We're going to get Stickler with her third personal foul. That'll be a 14th foul on the Glacier Bears. Off the bench for the Vikings, Iris Case coming in for Adara Curtis. And we have Jorgensen Giese coming in for Stickler. Vikings get it into Larson out of the left wing. To Stowe. Stowe turns, little running right hook, can't get it to fall. Benda with the rebound. She's coming up hard on the right-hand side. Larson reaches in, steals it from her, picks her pocket, and heading back the other way. Larson going to drive into the lane, up with the left, and leaves it a little bit short. Battle for it. And it's going to be Glacier Bear basketball with 1:46 in the third quarter. Dryden running point for the Glacier Bears. On the left-hand side, get it to Godinez Long. Down the baseline, up at the three-point line to Dryden, up to Godinez Long. Way up top, Anderson. Benda goes into Anderson. Anderson turns up with the right, leaves it a little bit long. Benda with the weak side rebound. She'll get out of the double team to Dryden. Dryden lets fly from 3. That one's way long. Jorgensen Giese gets it. Her shot's blocked by Larson. Larson bring it up into the front court for the Vikings. Glacier Bears had some looks there. Nice defense by the Vikings. Larson to Stowe. Backs away from the right elbow. Back up top to Larson. Larson pops from 3, and that'll be money for Inez Larson. She's got 17, and is back up to a 4-point lead for the Vikings. Nice little sidestep with the dribble there and right into that shot. Dryden, right-hand side. Trying to get open, goes into Anderson. This time she reverses back to the left-hand side, leaves that one short. Stowe with the rebound. Quickly up ahead to Larson. 35 seconds left in the quarter. Larson's going to take her time here, backing it out towards the center circle. Getting everybody set. Looks like they're going to work for one shot here. Run some time. Dryden, quick guarding Larson. Larson makes a move, dumps it off to Stowe. Stowe to Case. To Larson, left-hand side for 3. Rebound by Kahn. No good, and you're going to have the 4th personal foul on Sadie Anderson on the putbacks. So you've got Kahn at the line shooting 2. Candle will be checking in for the Vikings, and we've got a couple subs for the Glacier Bears as well for this last 8 seconds. Runs first is Money. That's 3 points for her. So we got Longodinas and Stickler back into the game for Anderson and Benda for the Glacier Bears. And Candle came in for Larson. Probably just going to give her a little bit of extra break. I'm sure she's going to see the majority of that fourth quarter. Kahn second off to the left. Jorgensen Giese quickly up the right-hand side to Godinez long. Inside to Jorgensen Giese, and doesn't fall at the buzzer at the end of the third quarter of play. We've got Glacier Bears 26 and the Vikings 31. We'll send it back to the studios at KFSK for 1 minute. Welcome back to the Haines High School Gymnasium. It'll be Petersburg Vikings basketball. Start the fourth quarter. They've got a 5-point lead. Just a reminder, after this game, we got the boys' action coming up. Powick into Kahn. Powick running the point now. Gets it left-hand side to Candle. To Case. High post to Kahn. Dumps it to Stowe. Stowe up with the shot. Got that one off the glass and good, and she'll be going to the line for the three-point play. 33, Stickler. That's her fourth personal. So Larson now off the bench for the Vikings. Will be coming in for Case. And still at the line for the free throw. Rebound by Kahn. Kahn can't get it to fall. Gets another shot. A little bit too hard. Stickler with the rebound for the Glacier Bears. Longodinas to Benda for the three-pointer. Back rim. Comes out long. Fight for it. That's going to be off of Larson to the Glacier Bears. Looks like Jorgensen Giese caught one in the nose there. So she's going to be quickly subbed for by Anderson. Sadie's going to have to be careful. She's got those 4 personals. 7.5 minutes left here in the game. Anderson tried to do a spin move, but forgot to take the ball with her. Larson's able to pick it up, come back into the front court for the Vikings. Goes right-hand side to Candle. Back to Larson. 2-3 zone by the Glacier Bears. Larson on the dribble. Out behind the three-point line, top of the key. Now tries to drive down the lane, up with the left, and rebound by Anderson. Nice move, just didn't get the finish on that one. Longodinas up into the front court to Dryden. Dryden drives in the lane, gets it to Anderson. Anderson has her pocket picked by Larson. Larson up in the front court. Longodinas tried to do the same thing, but was able to tip it right to the Vikings. Longodinas going to tip it again. And let's see if we get the foul on that. And that will be Longodinas' second personal. 6-team foul, so the next one the Vikings will be shooting. Powick on the inbounds left or far side to Larson. Back to Powick on the right wing. You're going to drive baseline, back it up towards the top. High post to Stowe. Stowe drives up with the left hand off the glass and 2. So the Glacier Bears start paying attention out on the perimeter to those ball handlers, and Vikings have been doing a great job cutting to the basket behind it. It's a 9-point lead now for the Vikings. Glacier Bears go inside to Anderson. Little fadeaway, back rim. Stowe with the rebound, gets it to Larson. Now she's just going to walk it up on the front court times to their advantage now. 6:10 left in the game. They've got a 9-point lead. Larson goes inside to Stowe. Stowe running right-hander. That one's a little bit short. Comes away with it as Anderson gets it to Longodinas. Up into the front court to Dryden. Dryden step back, looks at the three, goes inside to Anderson. Instead, Anderson quick turns up with a shot. That one's way short. Stowe with the rebound out of her hands and out of bounds to the Glacier Bears. Benda on the inbounds. It's out to Dryden from 19. And we're going to have a foul on Benda coming over the back on the weak side rebound. Allison Benda's second personal foul. That'll be the 17th foul. We'll be going the other way, shooting free throws. Curtis checking in for Stowe. She's telling the coach that she needed a little bit of a breather there, so they're going to give her a moment. Larson at the line. This will be her, kind of surprising, it'll be her first time at the line. She's got 17 for the Vikings. Make that 18. Got one more. Trying to extend this 10-point lead. She makes it 11. 19 for Larson. Long Godinas gets it to Dryden. Dryden loses control of the dribble right into the hands of Larson. She's up into the front court for the Vikings. Goes right-hand side to Powick. Back to Larson. Larson steps into an 18-footer, weak side board. Benda quickly up the left-hand side of the court. Tries to go over to the right side, knocked away by Larson, and then stolen right back by Longodinas. Trying to get it inside to Anderson, reverse it around the top to Dryden on the left side. She's going to drive down the baseline, leaves it a little bit short. And that'll be off the Vikings, out of bounds to the Glacier Bears. Jorgensen Giese off the bench, and Godina's long coming in for Dryden and Stickler. Bend on the inbounds. Up top to Godina's long. Side to Anderson, to Benda down on the left block. Turns nothing there, out to Godina's long for the three. Rebound by Long Godinas. Backs it out. She can't quite get it before it gets out of bounds. Turnover to the Vikings. 4:38 left in the game. 11-point lead. Larson slowly bringing it up. Now come left-hand side to Powick. To Larson. Right side to Candle, back to Larson. Kind of playing catch out behind the three-point line. Now Larson looking for a screen. And reverses, gets it to Powick. Drives inside. Long board to Benda. Quickly up the left-hand side. Up ahead to Longodina. She drives baseline up with the left hand and good. Cuts in the lead by 9. Glacier Bears need another stop. Larson right side to Powick. Go inside the console and away by Benda. Benda's got some wheels. She'll pull it back, wait for her teammates. Gets it to Longodinas. She's going to drive down the left-hand side and scores that one as well. 4 quick points for Longodinas. And cuts that lead to 7, and Coach Brock wants a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout, so with 3:40 left in the fourth quarter, Vikings by 7. We'll send it back to KFSK for 1 minute. All right, we're back. 3:40 left in the ball game. Vikings 7-point lead. Glacier Bears have gotten 4 quick ones. They're needing some more stops here. Cut into that 7-point lead. Larson on the dribble. Glacier Bears picked her up as soon as she came across the half court. Got Dryden all over her right now. She's going to drive down to the left baseline. Gets it to Curtis. Curtis nowhere to go. Gets it to Kahn, but Curtis is going to travel with it. Drag that back pivot foot. Glacier Bears have a chance to cut into that lead some more. Stowe and Case coming into the game for Curtis and Candle. Long Godinez for the Glacier Bears. Comes up, tries to go left-hand side, gets it over to Dryden. Dryden back up top to Anderson. Right side to Godinez, long. Oh, the Glacier Bears tried to go inside, stolen away by Case. Larson with it. Stops at the three-point line, backs it out, gets it to Case. To Larson for 3 on the left side. Money, nothing but net. Clutch shot. She's got 22 of the 40 for the Vikings. It's fun watching her play basketball. Glacier Bears go inside to Anderson. She'll go up top to Jorgensen Giese. Her three-point off the right-hand side. Larson down with it. 2:37 left in the ball game. That 3 might have been the final nail in it, unless the Glacier Bears can get some stops here. Inside to Kahn, back to Larson, left side to Powick. Powick on the dribble to Larson. Larson from 14. Little long rebound to Kahn. Kahn up with it, leaves it short. And Jorgensen Giese gets it over to Long Godinez, quickly up into the front court of the Glacier Bears. Long Godinez is going to try and go all the way in. Kicks it out to Anderson, to Godinez long. Glacier Bears need some points here. Go inside to Anderson. Anderson turns, high arching shot, and weak side rebound by Stowe. Up to Larson. We're just under 2 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. Powick goes right-hand side to Case. Driving left-hander up and throws it over the rim. That'll be 4 for her. And that makes it a 12-point lead with 1:48 left. And so Coach Stanford is going to take a 1-minute timeout. So we'll take another break here for another minute at KFSK. Okay, 1:48 left in the ball game. Vikings by 12. Glacier Bears have the basketball. Trying to make a comeback here. They've been outscored 22-10 here in the second half so far. Benda looking for an option, gets it to Anderson. Up behind the three-point line, over to Dryden. Dryden inside to Anderson. Has to dribble out to get control of the basketball to Sickler, excuse me. Sickler gets a weak side rebound and going to get fouled and will be going to the line. No, that's 5 on the Vikings. This would be number 6, so 1 more. They called that on number 20, Iris Case. Her first personal, 16 fouls on the Vikings. Benda on the inbounds to Long Godinez for a 16-footer. In, cuts that lead to 10, but they used up about 30 seconds to get that. They're going to need to stop here quick. Larson, great job handling the pressure with that basketball. Is able to dribble away from the pressure. 58 seconds left. Glacier Bears need to get up on her, make her pick up her dribble. Drives in a left-hand side, weak side rebound. Larson's going to grab it, but she came in from out of bounds, didn't have feet inbound, so it'll be Glacier Bears basketball. 50.3 seconds. Benda shot, rims in and out. Kahn with the rebound to Larson. Glacier Bears need to pick up full court. Somebody needs to get on there. Under 30 seconds left. Ooh. Case ran into Stickler on that one. They're going to call that on Stickler, but I'm not so sure that was. She seemed like she was pretty well set. Iris Case shooting 2. Or excuse me, 1 and 1 because that was on the drive. Misses the free throw. Quickly back to the Glacier Bears, but Longo-Dinas' pass was stolen away. Vikings get it back to Larson with 12 seconds left. This one's going to be over. Just need to run out some clock here. Larson will bring it up towards the half-court line. Dribble it out. She's going to, should have been an over and back, but officials let it go. So our final score here, 42-32. Lady Vikings win by 10. Scoring for the Vikings, Stowe with 8, Kahn with 3, Larson with 22. Big game for her. Powack with 1, Case with 4, and Thomason with 4. For the Glacier Bears, Stickler with 4, Dryden with 2, Benda with 13, Longo-Dinas with 8, and Anderson with 5. So we'll be back in roughly 20 to 25 minutes with boys action on KFSK and online. Thanks to Sam and Feeders for bringing us the video, and thanks to the folks at KFSK for carrying this for all you people in the Petersburg area. We'll take a break and be back with Petersburg Viking boys against our Glacier Bear boys. All right, welcome back to the Haines High School Gymnasium. Just finished up with the Petersburg Lady Vikings against our Haines Lady Glacier Bears. Lady Vikings won that one by a score of 42-32. Now we got the starting five for the Vikings. Number 22, 6'3" senior, Michael Durkin. Number 30, 6'3" senior, Latham Johnson. Number 32, 6'3" junior, Jack Engel. Number 23, 6'4" junior, Kyle Biggers. And number 3, 5'10" sophomore, Rick Kumps. The Vikings are coached, as always, by Rick Brock. And now for the starting lineup for the Glacier Bears. Number 20, sophomore Jackson Long. Number 21, junior Luke Davis. Number 24, junior Eric Gillum. Number 41, senior Caleb Holm. And number 22, senior Xander Willard. Glacier Bears are coached by Don Nash, assisted by Tyler Swinton and James Hart. That was a great game with the ladies a little bit earlier. Let's hope this one follows suit. Going to have Gillum in the center circle for the Glacier Bears. Durkin for the Vikings. Glacier Bears be going to our left, Vikings to our right. Referees are Matt Jones, Michael Gainey, and Chevy Fowler. Gainey in the center circle. Ball is up, tipped, and controlled by the Glacier Bears. Davis into the front court. He's got Johnson guarding him. Davis comes to the left, switches up top to Long. Back to Davis. Goes inside, out to Willard. To Davis. Gillum on the left baseline, out behind the three-point line. He's going to drive inside, backs it out to Holm on the left baseline. To Long. Cross-court pass. Gillum eyes the three-pointer. Going to do a dribble handoff with Willard, top of the key. Right side to Davis. Davis drives in the lane, stops and pops from 14. A little bit short, and Johnson with the rebound. Gets it up to Kumps. 2-3 zone by the Glacier Bears. Kumps picks up his dribble, comes right-hand side to Engel. He'll back it out behind the three-point line. Bring it up top to Durkin. Left side to Kumps. Now to Johnson. Johnson backs up top to Kumps. Back to the right side to Johnson. Dump pass into Engel at the high post. Durkin's three, rebounded by Biggers, stripped away by the Glacier Bears. Quickly back is Davis. Davis left baseline to Holm. Up top to Gillum. Gillum drives in, goes up with the left, leaves out a little bit short. Long battles for it with Durkin. Durkin gets it away, gets it to Kumps. Kumps bringing it up to Durkin. Durkin cross-court pass to Johnson. Back over to Kumps, out behind the three-point line. Johnson with a three-pointer. Weak side rebound by Durkin. That one comes down, and you've got Gillum with it, and we've got an injury on the court for the Vikings. Dead ball. Looks like we've got Engel down on the court. So we'll take a break with KFSK for at least a minute, and we'll be back once we know more about the injured player. All right, we're back. Looks like Engel's going to be all right. Moving around pretty good here. Hunter Kahn checking into the game for Engel. He's able to have full rotation on his shoulder there, but still holding his arm a little gingerly. Hopefully that was just Charlie horse, something in the arm. Glacier Bears back with the basketball. Come home on the left-hand side. Drives in the lane, has that stolen away by Durkin. Got his hand in there. Comes up left-hand side to Johnson. They go down inside to Kahn. Rebound by Gillum. Still no score, a little over 2 minutes into the ball game. Glacier Bears trying to go into long, stolen away by Biggers. Quickly up the court to Kahn. Bring it up top to Kumps. That'll be Durkin with the three-point shot from the right baseline for a three-point lead for the Vikings. Davis quickly back for the Glacier Bears. He's working against Johnson. Holm on the left baseline, out behind the three-point line. Now Gillum's going to fire for a three-point shot. That one's long, comes down with the weak side rebound. Cubs quickly up into the front court. Goes right-hand side to Kahn. Johnson back to Kumps to Johnson. Go into the high post. To Kahn, stolen away by the Glacier Bears. Davis going to drive into the lane, stops, up fakes, up with the right, and it's not going to fall, but he's going to go to the line, shooting two. Let's see which one of the Vikings they got. 23, Kyle Biggers, his first personal. First team foul. Davis at the line, shooting two. He rolls that one in, gets the Glacier Bears on the board. 1-3, 4:54 left in the first quarter. Davis at the line for his second. That one goes in a little bit easier than the first. That's two for him. Now full court pressure by the Glacier Bears. Kahn goes left-hand side to Johnson. Back to Kahn, right side to Kumps. Cut off by the Glacier Bears, back to Kahn in the middle. They get it across. Now they got 3-on-1. They get it into Biggers. He can't get the layup, but we're going to get a foul on Willard, I believe, cutting back through there. So that'll be Willard's first personal, second team foul. Excuse me, first personal, first team foul. Biggers at the line for two. Biggers with his first. Got one more. Second one, nothing but net. 5-2 is the lead for the Vikings. Davis up into the front court, working against Johnson. They go to Willard for the three-pointer on the right baseline. Xander Willard ties this ball game. Still full court press for the Glacier Bears. Kahn gets it to Johnson. They go up ahead to Kumps. Kumps over to Biggers. Biggers on the right side, up and good for two. Great press break that time for the Vikings, getting it up ahead and attacking. Davis took home. Out to Gillum. Gillum working on Durkin. Gives it to Jackson for a 14-footer. Rims in and out. Rebound down by Johnson. Johnson brings it up ahead to Kahn. To Kumps. Left side to Durkin. Get it into the high post. Now they swing it to Kahn on the left wing. Left side to Durkin. Three-pointer. Davis with the long rebound. Rips out away from Biggers, and he'll bring it up the front court to Holmes. Holmes got it to baseline. Tries to get it there. Nice recovery by Kahn. Back out to Davis behind the three-point line. You got it to Gillum now on the left wing. He'll dribble up towards the top of the key, working against Durkin. Gillum goes for the spin move. Gets a shot up, and it's blocked, but they got him on the hand as well. And he'll be going to line shooting two. Michael Durkin, first personal. Second team foul. Eric Gillum at the line shooting two. Glacier Bears trail by two, 7-5, 3:24 in the first quarter. Gillum bounces all over the place and drops. Gets the first. And we've got Jack Engel back in the game. It's great to see him after that scare when he was on the floor after hitting the deck pretty hard. I'm sure his family in Petersburg is even happier than I am to see him on the court. Gillum, second one up and good. We're tied again at 7. Back to that full court press for the Glacier Bears. Crump gets it over to Johnson. Johnson back to Kumps. Kahn to Johnson. Kahn way up top to Kumps behind the three-point line. They go right-hand side to Durkin. Now they reverse it to the left-hand side to Kahn. Down on the line. Shot by Engel was a little bit short. Glacier Bears get the rebound. Foul on the Vikings. That'll be Latham Johnson's first personal, third team foul. Glacier Bears have a chance to take their first lead of the game. Davis on the dribble. Man-to-man defense by the Vikings. Davis goes right-hand side to Willard. Hoops it into Holm. Holm open down there. A little fake up with the left off the glass. Caleb Holmes got two. And it's a 9-7 lead for the Glacier Bears. Back into that press. To Kahn. Goes over to Johnson on the left side. Johnson back to Kahn. Kahn up ahead to Kumps. Gets it into the 10-second line. Glacier Bears back off a little bit. They go cross court to Durkin. They go Durkin. 10-footer up with the right hand. Little right hook there. And we're tied at 9. Davis. Looks for a three. Nice defense by the Vikings. Get it over to Willard. Gillum on the dribble. He's going to drive down towards the right baseline. Up with the left and can't quite get it. Durkin with the rebound. Gets it over to Johnson. Johnson quickly up ahead to Kumps on the right side. Can't get it to fall. Engel leaves his follow a little short. Rebound by Gillum over to Davis. 1:47 left in the first quarter. 9-9 ball game. This has been up and down basketball. Gillum out behind the three-point line, left wing. Tries to go inside. Ball swatted away by the Vikings, and they're able to save it from going out of bounds to Johnson. Johnson quickly up ahead to Kumps. Rick Kumps stops at the three-point line over to Engel. Now they reverse it left-hand side to Kahn. Kahn up top to Kumps. Durkin out of the right wing inside to Engel off the glass, and good for two for Jack Engel. A 2-point lead, 11-9 for the Vikings. Davis up on the right side, coming up to the free throw line, gets it to Holmes. Holmes to Willard. Left side to Gillum. Gillum gets a screen and the three-pointer can't convert. Comes with the long rebound. He's pushing it up into the front court, picked up by Davis. Tries to get it into a cutter. Engel is able to grab it. Great position, turn around and score off the glass. Fortunate bounce that time by the Vikings. They're able to get two. They got a 4-point lead, 13-9. Davis with a spin move. Now he's looking for some help. Gets it up top to Gillum, but that ball was tipped and out of him. Over and back. So 42.1 seconds, and the Glacier Bears will have a chance to extend their lead. Phoenix Swanner in for the Glacier Bears. And for the Vikings, we had Elijah Whitaker and Kieran Cabral in for these last 40 seconds. Crumps at the top. Now you got Whitaker, Crumps, Cabral. Kind of playing a catch around the top perimeter here. Looking for a cutter. Glacier Bears able to deflect that one out of bounds. Vikings will reset their offense. Be Whitaker on the inbounds, right in front of the Glacier Bears bench. Up top to Kumps. Try to go into the high post to Durkin. And it'll be off of the, they're saying it was off the Glacier Bears, but the other official said it went off the Glacier Bears and off the leg of Durkin and out of bounds. So 19 seconds left here. Davis on the dribble. Davis comes left-hand side to Swanner. Looking inside to Gillum. Gillum going to turn, up fake. Can't get it to go over the taller Durkin. Nice defense by Durkin. Comes up. We won't have a shot at the buzzer. Glacier Bears 9, Vikings 13. We'll send it back to KFSK for 1 minute and be back with second quarter action. All right, welcome back to second quarter action here. Quite a barn burner in the first quarter, up and down action. Vikings lead by 4, 13-9. They'll get the basketball first to start the second quarter. You've got Johnson into Kumps. Glacier Bears fall back in the 2-3 zone. Davis almost had the steal. Now it's going to be off of Whitaker. And him and Davis were fighting for the basketball. And he pushed off of Davis. So it'll be Glacier Bears basketball in the front court. Gillum on the inbounds. Gillum gets it into Davis. He's at the top of the key. Comes left-hand side to Willard. Willard's got Cabral on him. Swanner right side to Davis. Willard on the right side baseline. They're trying to free him up for that outside three. He hasn't been able to get a nice step around that time by Engel to get the steal. Up ahead to Kumps. And we got a foul on the play. 24. That'll be Gillum. His first personal. Second team foul. Rick Brock's talking about him grabbing the rim. I was watching the action. The officials are saying that something else happened and not agreeing with Coach Brock. Trying to get Sam McFeeters to up the equipment so we can have replays on this. A little telestrator here for next year, Sam. Should we put that in the school budget? We'll talk to. So comes, first one is in and out. Second one, rebound. Gillum tried to have it knocked out of his hands by Johnson.
Glacier Bears basketball trailing by 4. Davis picked up by Kumps. Swanner now on the left side. DeZander Willard at the top of the key. Right side to Gillum. Gillum on the dribble. Back to Swanner. To Davis. Willard had the shot, but his feet weren't set, so he goes away from him. Gillum. Back to Willard. Davis. Gillum on the left side. Just kind of a little dribbling and passing. Davis is going to fly from 3. Rebound. Swanner battles Whitaker for it. Whitaker comes away to get it ahead to Crumps. Crumps left side. Now comes back through him to Cabral on the right side. Engel, back rim. Rebound off the Glacier Bears. The Vikings basketball back into the game. Biggers and Anderson coming in for Engel and Kumps. Johnson in the inbounds. Biggers shot hard off the glass. Rebound by Gillum. And they're going to get Biggers coming over the back on that, picking up his second. Second personal 15 foul. Davis up for the Glacier Bears. Getting screens on both sides. Gillum now working against Johnson. To Swanner. Back to Gillum. Dribble handoff to Willard. Back to Davis now. Davis over to Willard. Willard's going to try to drive the baseline to Jackson Long. Back to Willard. Willard lets fly. That one's going to be long. Swanner tries to tap that rebound, but it goes out of bounds. And Vikings basketball. Engel back into the game for Biggers with those 2 fouls. Full court pressure still by the Glacier Bears. Every dead ball there or made basket, they're getting into that press. So Johnson with it. Gets it to Cabral. Up ahead to Whitaker. Headed to Engel. Now to Cabral. Get down the baseline into Engel. Can't get the bunny to go. Swanner with the rebound. It's been a long time since the Glacier Bears scored. Need to get a bucket here. Willard back up top to Davis. Coach Swinton calling out another play here. Getting a little pick and roll action between Davis and Gillum for 3. Front rim, long rebound out to Anderson. He'll track that. They lost it briefly. Tracks it down the backcourt. He'll bring it up across the 10-second line. Goes left-hand side to Whitaker. Back to Anderson. Trying to go the high post, stolen away by Davis. Davis trying to get past Anderson. Going to go up with the left hand and gets the bucket. Luke Davis. Got 4 for the Glacier Bears. Cut that lead to 2. Still putting the pressure on Johnson. Gets it up into the front court by Whitaker. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout by the Vikings. The press, I think, was starting to do what the Glacier Bears wanted. They got it across into the front court, but you could tell Whitaker was trying to move at a little bit faster pace there than Coach Brock probably wanted him to. And so Coach Brock called that timeout, trying to get the team to settle down. 13-11 lead, 5 team fouls for the Vikings, 2 for the Glacier Bears. Scoring slowed down here a little bit in the second quarter. Defense ramping up by both sides. So 4:46 left second quarter. Vikings will have it. Although both teams thought that the Glacier Bears had it there when they came out, but the coaches tell them otherwise. Johnson gets it into Kumps. Kumps goes left-hand side to Durkin. Went through Cole, back up to Kumps. Kumps go in the corner to Durkin. Reverted around the top. Cole on the left side. On the Durkin right side, get it out to Johnson, get it into Engel. Top of the key, Durkin for three. Johnson with the rebound, go to Cole left side, up top to Kumps. Johnson tried to go into Durkin at the high post through his hands. Gillum away with it on the right side. Cole with the defense coming up behind and swatting that one out of bounds, letting the Vikings catch up with their defense. Glacier Bears inbound it to Davis. Vikings haven't scored here in the second quarter. We're halfway through the quarter. Glacier Bears only have two. Glacier Bears lob it up to Gillum for the tip. Got a foul called by Fowler on the tip play. With the block 32, Engel, his first personal, 6-team foul. Gillum shooting two. Got a chance to tie this one. First one long off the back rim. The extra height of the Vikings is causing a lot of challenge for the Glacier Bears. This is the first time they've seen that kind of height across the board in the few games they've played this season. Gillum makes his second. He's got three, down to a 1-point lead. Back to that full court pressure. Johnson goes left-hand side to Durkin, to Engel. Engel turns, sprint up the court with it, gets it over to Kumps. Now Kumps reset the offense at the top of the key. He'll dribble up against that 2-3 zone for the Glacier Bears. Kumps goes left-hand side to Johnson, down on the baseline to Durkin, inside to Cole. His pass tip, but gets it to Kumps. Now right side with Durkin behind the three-point line. Goes into Engel. They quickly collapse around him, leaving Kumps open for the three-pointer. He tracks down his own rebound out on the right baseline. Johnson now with it. Left side to Cole. To Kumps. Right side to Durkin. Inside to Engel, up with the shot. Against three Glacier Bears, and Gillum down with the rebound. Davis still on the dribble, trying to get into the lane. Gets it up top to Gillum. Gillum turns and fires from three. Isn't feeling that with Swanner with the rebound. Willard out behind the three-point line. Davis, they leave him open. He'll fire from three. Can't get it. Swanner with another rebound inside. Keeping the ball alive for the Glacier Bears. Phoenix doing a great job off the bench. I think that's 3 or 4 offensive boards he's gotten in here in the second quarter. Gillum now with it. He's going to drive down the right baseline. Up off the glass and good for two. Eric Gillum, first lead for the Glacier Bears at 14-13. 2:30, 5.5 minutes of this quarter so far. And the Vikings still haven't scored. Johnson throws it up to head to Engel. They got a 4-on-2. Engel's going to drive inside, and he's going to get fouled by Jackson Long. Long reached out and grabbed him on that one. It's on the ground. That's the third team foul for the Glacier Bears. So the Vikings will inbound baseline right side. Kahn back into the game for Cole for the Vikings. You've got Kumps on the inbounds. Gets it to Kahn. They go left side to Durkin. Down to the corner comes. Now it's Johnson, top of the key. Left side to Durkin again. Top to Kumps. Right side, they go into the high post to Kahn. Left side to Durkin. Looked at the three, but Swanner closed out nicely. Johnson, right wing. Durkin. Go inside. Engel. Got it. And we've got a foul. 2-0 White. Jackson Long picks up his second personal foul, 14th foul. Vikings will switch to the left-hand side of the lane now and run the Johnson wide right. Kahn has his shot blocked by Gillum. Weak side rebound comes down to Engel, and we're going to have a held ball with Davis and Engel. Holm into the game for Long for the Glacier Bears. And 1:49 left in the half. Glacier Bears have the ball in a 1-point lead. Davis up into the front court. Looks over to the play. Working against Kumps out behind the three-point line. He's going to get a screen from Gillum. Gets it to Swanner. Swanner goes right-hand side to Gillum. Gillum working against Durkin at the high post. Nothing there. Nice defense by Durkin. Gets it up to Willard, to Davis on the left side. Davis is going to drive into lane. Kicks it up to Swanner. Swanner with the three-pointer. That was a little bit hard, and you've got Johnson quickly up in the front court, gets it to Kumps. Kumps back to Johnson. Left side to Kumps to Johnson. Into Engel. Oh, excuse me, that was Kahn. Now they go right side. Durkin's going to let fly from 3. Long rebound. Weak side. Engel comes away with it. Up top to Kumps. To Johnson. We got a minute left here in the first half. Kumps goes right-hand side to Kahn. Back to Kumps at the top of the key. And we're going to have a foul. 41. Caleb Holm battling inside against the bigger Engel, and they caught him with the foul. So the Vikings set it up on the baseline. Johnson on the inbounds, left side of the key. 53.1 seconds left in the half. Get into Kahn, up top to Durkin. Kumps to Johnson. Back up top to Kumps. Through Kahn. Go inside to Engel. Engel powers it in, has his shot swatted. Glacier Bears are able to save it from going out of bounds. Now they've got a chance here to score before the end of the half, clinging to that 1-point lead. Gillum drives in, kicks it out to Willard. Willard lets it fly from 3. Money for Xander Willard. He's got 6. And it's a 4-point lead for the Glacier Bears. Full court pressure. Johnson gets it into Kumps. Kumps looking for an outlet, goes back to Johnson. Johnson brings it up to the left-hand side to Durkin. Durkin gets it to Engel. He'll back it out. Sets it up to Durkin. Goes right side to Kumps. Out behind the three-point line. 8 seconds left. Johnson with it way behind the three-point line. He's going to let fly with the long 3. And that's going to be rebounded by Gillum. And we will end the second quarter. Glacier Bears 17-13. They were able to hold the Vikings scoreless for that whole second quarter as they scored 8 themselves. So scoring in the game so far, Durkin with 5, Engel with 4, Biggers with 4 for the Vikings. For the Glacier Bears, Willard with 6, Holm with 2, Gillum with 5, and Davis with 4. We'll send this back to the studios at KFSK for about 10 minutes, and then we'll be back with second half action.
Hey, welcome back to the Haines High School Gymnasium. We've got a barn burner of a game here between the Petersburg Vikings and Haines Glacier Bears. We're 17-13 is our halftime score. The girls' game earlier, we were tied at 20, and then Vikings outscored the Glacier Bears by 10 in the second half. In that one, we'll see what happens with the men in this one. Reminder, tomorrow's games will be at 11:30 for the girls and 1 o'clock for the boys. Those will be online and also on KFSK. Vikings will have the ball to start the second half. You've got Kahn in there, gets it to Kumps, to Johnson, to Kumps. Right side to Kahn. Now they go to Durkin on the baseline. Inside to Biggers. Biggers muscles it up inside, gets his rebound, leaves the second one short. Long with the rebound, and you've got Biggers with the push inside. That'll be his third. Picked up that third 14 seconds into the second half. Now you got Davis coming up on the right-hand side. Gets it over to Willard out behind the three-point line. Picks up his dribble, comes way up top to Holm for the Glacier Bears. Holm guarded by Kahn, comes right side to Willard. Out to Holm on the right baseline. Now to Davis, right wing, picks up dribble, tries to go inside, has that stolen, and who's that one going to be off of? Johnson couldn't control it, knocked it out of bounds. You got Engel coming in for Kyle Biggers. Engel had 4 points in the first half. Davis comes to Holmes. Holm top to Willard. Willard's got Kumps sagging off of him because Willard's about 10 feet behind the three-point line. Now you got straight up. Davis goes left side to Willard. Tried to go lob it into Holm, but stolen away by Kahn. Kahn gets it to Johnson. Johnson quickly up into the front court. 2-3 zone by the Glacier Bears. Kumps goes right side to Johnson, to Durkin. Engel's got it in the paint. Nothing doing. Kicks it back out. Got Kahn left side, up to Kumps on the right. Johnson now. Kumps goes inside to Durkin. Turnaround jumper. Rebound Davis. Davis sprints up in the left, Home on the left wing, and he'll travel with that on the pass back to Davis. Swanner into the game for Willard. Swanner did a good job on the offensive rebounds there. Now the Glacier Bears into that full court pressure that they did for quite a bit in that first half. Kahn gets it over to Johnson. Johnson back to Kahn. Gets it headed Durkin. Glacier Bears almost got their hands on that one. He'll reset it at the top of the key. Getting 2-3 zone by the Glacier Bears. Comes way out by the center circle. Comes left-hand side to Johnson. Left baseline to Durkin. To Johnson. Johnson drives in, muscles up the shot. Comes down. Gillum with the rebound. Gets it to Davis. Davis up ahead to Holm, kicks it out to Swanner. Swanner, they leave him alone. He a little flat-footed set shot, gets his own rebound. Davis resets the offense for the Glacier Bears. Gillum, he's going to drive down the lane on the left side. Off the glass and good. Muscles that one up there. Strong move and finish by Eric Gillum. Back to the full court pressure. Kahn goes right-hand side to Johnson. Johnson splits past the defenders through the double team. Down on the left baseline to Kumps. He'll bring it up. Right side to Durkin. Johnson now. Kumps. Kahn. Looking inside. Spring it up. Johnson now. Goes down on the baseline. Engel. Can't get it to go. His follow. He's going to be fouled on that one. Send him to the line. Shooting 2. 2-0, Jackson Long. That'll be his third personal, first team foul here in the second half. Glacier Bears with a 6-point lead, 19-13. You got Jack Engel at the line shooting 2. First one high off the back rim. And Willard coming in for Long for the Glacier Bears. Engel's got the ball back for his second, 5:12 left in the third quarter. High arcing shot, nothing but net on that one. Engel's got 5, cuts the lead to 5.
Davis up on the left-hand side. He's picked up by Johnson. Getting a screen by Holm. Kicks it to Gillum. Gillum steps into a 16-footer. Rebound. It's out on the floor to Johnson. Tried to throw it ahead. Went through the hands of Durkin. Gillum gets it. Gets his own rebound. Goes up for it. He's going to be fouled as he's hanging in the air. He going to line shooting 2. Now we've got a technical on the Vikings as well. 22 black with the hold, and then a 22 black for the technical. So that'll end up being 3 personal fouls on Durkin. And you'll have Gillum at the line. He should be shooting 2. Gets his first. Gillum second rolls in. And now they've got the technical. Davis will be shooting this one. So that's been able to stretch it to a 7-point lead for the Glacier Bears, and then they'll get the ball back on this also. Davis misses that one. Got a sub in. You've got Whitaker coming in for Durkin. And Davis has one more free throw here. Davis gets his second. So Davis has 5, and the Glacier Bears will have it at half court with an 8-point lead, 4:49 left in the third quarter. Gillum on the inbounds, gets it to Davis. Davis looking for a screen up top from Holm. Gets it over to Swanner. Swanner drives baseline. He's cut off quickly by Engel. Back up top to Davis. Knocked away by Kumps. They get it up ahead to Kumps. He's going to stop from 10 and drop that one. Rick Kumps with his first 2 points of the game. Nice stop and pop for Kumps. Glacier Bears get it to Gillum on the left wing. Between the legs looking for a screen. Got Johnson, knocked that one out of his hands. He's able to recover. Now he's back on the dribble. Gets it to Davis. Davis comes left-hand side, gets it to Swanner. Swanner is going to travel with it, turn it back over to the Vikings. So Vikings get a bucket here, able to recover from those 3 free throws. Glacier Bears full court pressure. Vikings are able to quickly get it up ahead to Engel, back up to Kumps. Johnson, left-hand side to Whitaker. Quick ball movement, getting that 2-3 zone to move. Engel back out to Kumps. He's open for 3. Weak side rebound comes down to Whitaker. Out to Johnson. Kumps up top. Now Johnson, right wing. Comes up top. Over the top to Kahn on the left wing. Back up to Kumps. Whitaker, right wing now. Comes top of the key. Johnson, left side. Keep moving it back and forth, trying to get that 2-3 zone out of position. Get it inside, kick it up top. Come left-hand side to Kahn. Comes, keeps eyeing that 3-pointer. Kahn the left side, now Whitaker to the right side. Inside to Engel, up top to Kumps. To Johnson. Johnson on the dribble, goes up with the left hand. No good, but he's going to be fouled. And he'll be going to line shooting 2, Will Johnson. 22. Xander Willard, his second personal. Second team foul. Johnson hasn't had a chance to score in a game yet. First free throw, nothing but net. We're down to a 5-point lead. .309 left in the third quarter. Johnson's shot a little long, knocked out of bounds by the Vikings. Now they're going to give the Glacier Bears a little taste of their own medicine. Full court man-to-man defense. Glacier Bears going to clear out, let Davis take it against Kumps. He'll bring it up into the front court. Tries to lob it ahead to Willard, but nice hustle by Kahn to get over there and knock that one out of bounds. make the Bears take it in on the sideline. 3 minutes left on the clock here, third quarter play. Gillum into Davis. Davis circles around with the dribble. Up by the center circle. Straight ahead. Comes Swanner on the left side. Up to Willard. Willard's got Whitaker on him. Now they go to Davis. Davis is going to let fly, and he's going to bury the three. Luke Davis runs the baseline, comes out, drains the three. 8-point lead again for the Glacier Bears. Johnson on the dribble, working against Gillum in the backcourt. Kahn comes over, and he's going to throw that one out of bounds into the bench. Back to the Glacier Bears. It's one of those things with pressure. You don't get a turnover every time, but if you get one or two of them, it's worth the effort. Davis, as long as you're not giving layups on the other end. Davis comes right-hand side to Willard. Willard, one dribble and picks it up. Gets it to a cutting Swanner, out to Davis. Back up top to Willard. Willard is going to travel with it. Tried to make the move, slid the foot. Turnover to the Vikings. Now the Glacier Bears going to pull back on their defense. Going to meet him at the three-point line. Johnson on the right-hand side, up top to Kumps. Left side to Kahn to Whitaker. Up to Kumps. Whitaker. Johnson drives in, kicks out to Kumps. Whitaker is going to let fly from three. That one's hard off the left side. Swanner gets it to Davis. Pushes it up ahead to Gillum. Nice reaction by Kumps to get his hand on that one, knock it into the man section. Off the bench is Cabral for Whitaker. Gillum into Davis. Davis looking for a screen, then he calls it off. Okay, so Bears go 1-4 high. Now you got Swanner going down to the baseline. Davis is going to curl off. Kicks it out to Willard. Back up top to Gillum. Gillum with the up fake. Drives in the lane. Hard off the lane. Swanner with another offensive rebound. Gillum with the three on the left wing. Willard with the weak side rebound. Holm with it. Goes up with a shot. Gets it blocked by Engel. Engel down with the rebound. Glacier Bears had a lot of great chances there. Couldn't get it to fall. Comes quickly back the other way. Stops. Jumps up with the right end. Good. And he makes some pay at the other end with the layup. Nice attacking basket by Kumps. Gillum now on the dribble. Goes right, comes left. Fade away, 14-footer. Money for Eric Gillum. Back to an 8-point lead. Glacier Bears come up with the steal on the full court pressure to give it over to Willard. Willard off the glass and good for two. Willard's got 8, and it's a 10-point lead. Still full court pressure. You just had a travel, but he didn't call it. They get it ahead. Stolen away by Swanner with 38 seconds left. Glacier Bears 2 turnovers in a row. With that pressure now here in the second half, it's starting to have a little bit more effect on the Vikings. Glacier Bears going to hold it out here. Looks for the last shot of the quarter. 24 seconds left on the clock. Davis out at the center circle. He's got Kumps up on him, but still far enough away that they're not counting. Now they're starting to count. Now there's enough space. Down to 15 seconds. Davis. He's going to drive down the left side. Up off the glass and good for two. Luke Davis. He's got 10, 12-point lead for the Glacier Bears. Quickly up, you got Johnson letting fly at the buzzer with 3. Latham Johnson with the big 3 to answer at the buzzer. It'll be 31 for the Glacier Bears, 22 for the Vikings as we go into the fourth quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break and send it back to KFSK. All right, well, first 3 quarters have been awesome. Let's hope the fourth quarter stays the same way. Glacier Bears have the basketball to start the fourth quarter, leading by 9. Davis on the dribble. Got Durkin checked in there, and he's going to switch over and take Davis. Now, well, it looks like we're going for a zone. Gillum with the 3 to start the fourth quarter. He's got 14, up to a 12-point lead. Back to that full court pressure. Durkin goes back to Johnson. Johnson going to bring it up, gets it over to Kumps, tries to go inside, and Swanner closes quickly. They had Biggers open down low, but Swanner cut in the passing lane, knocked it out of bounds. Would have been an easy bucket for Biggers there. Nice job. Oh, clear out there by Biggers, just back Swanner right out of there. And I think that was Johnson that got his 6th point with the easy layup. Coming back up top to Gillum. Gillum over to Xander Willard. Willard down on the baseline. Oh, stolen away by Durkin. Trying to get it back to Gillum. Durkin comes in, loses control of the ball. Swanner swats it away. Holm tried to get it, but Johnson with it. Up and down basketball. Durkin back. Gets it to Johnson. He's going to let fly from 3. Johnson with another 3. He's got 9. It's a 7-point lead. 6:58 left, and we're going to have a 30-second timeout by the Glacier Bears. Coach Swinton trying to slow the Glacier Bears down. They don't need to be pushing it up the court every single time. I think that's what he's telling them there. If you get the turnover, let's be patient with it, make sure we get a good look. But great response by Johnson there with the 2 big 3-pointers, the one right before the end of the quarter. And that one there, a little space out on the perimeter, and burying it to cut that lead to 7. So it'll be Glacier Bears basketball on the baseline. They've got the length of the court to go. Got 6:58. This is why we waited this long to get these games in. These are fun. Durkin coming up on Davis. Looking for the trap. Davis splits it, gets past him. Looking for an opening, gets it over to Swanner. Back up top to Davis. Looks like a little 1-2-2 zone here. Davis gets it into the high post to Holm. Holm's out to Gillum. Gillum on the wing. 3-point money from Eric Gillum. 17 for him. We're back to a 10-point game. Johnson over to Kumps. Durkin going to try and answer with the 3. Rebound, Gillum on the weak side. Davis now coming up for the Glacier Bears. Vikings looking to trap him as he comes across half court. He's looking for an opening. We got a 30-second timeout by Coach Swinton. It's one of those back in my playing days and early coaching days. Don't come across half court in the corner and pick up your dribble. It's death every time. They're going to trap you as soon as you get across there. If you're going to come up in the center of the court. And I know Luke Davis will learn from that and do it differently the next time. Vikings getting much more aggressive defensively. A great move by Coach Brock bringing Durkin to the top of that zone, putting that extra height on these guards for the Glacier Bears, trying to get them out of their comfort zone. 6:07 left in the game. Bears by 10s, 37-27. Into the backcourt to Davis. Now he's up into the front court. Looks like they're switching up their defense again, going to man out of that timeout. Davis drives left, kicks it to Willard. He comes right-hand side to Holm. Holm going to try and drive inside. Goes up with the left hand and scores. Caleb Holm using his athleticism to get in on that left side and get the bucket. 12-point lead for the Glacier Bears. Kumps gets it to Johnson. Johnson up ahead to Kumps. Kumps going to drive in. Biggers with the clear out again. This time they drop it into Biggers, and he gets the bucket. Back to a 10-point lead. Looks like they're on that zone again. Gillum up top to Davis. Oh, now they switched it back to a man-to-man. Willard, left side to Holm. Up top to Gillum. Gillum through his legs. He's going to drive in. Up with the right, leaves a little bit short. They're going to call an offensive foul on that. Biggers got under him there. So that'll be Gillum's second personal, second team foul, 5:11 left in the game. And you've got Kahn in for Cabral. Full court pressure by the Glacier Bears. Johnson working on the center of it. Willard comes over. They got a scrum for it on the ball. Willard comes away with the basketball. No, it's tied up. And we're going to have a held ball, and it's going to be Petersburg basketball. Durkin will be on the inbounds in front of the Glacier Bears bench. Glacier Bears will back off this time. Comes across 10-second line. 2-3 zone by the Glacier Bears. They go right-hand side to Johnson's going to let fly for another three. Glacier Bears need to get a hand up on him. That's 3 in a row for him, down to a 7-point lead. Gillum up on the right-hand side. They're looking to trap him. He'll go cross-court to Swanner. Swanner briefly loses control of the ball. He'll dribble it again, and it's a double dribble. Full court pressure. They get it into Johnson. Johnson working against Willard. Go back to Kahn to Johnson. Johnson's going to get fouled by Willard. His third personal, 4th team foul. So now he'll be out of bounds at the half-court line by Johnson. Into Kumps. 4:27 left in the ball game. 7-point lead for the Glacier Bears, 39-32. Kumps against that 2-3 zone. Goes to Durkin, now on the baseline. They go inside to Kahn, across to Biggers, and up and good. Biggers is a big dude. Glacier Bears getting screened behind him, and when they do, he's got a free lane to the basket. Davis quickly comes across, beats the double team. He's going to drive in, gets it to Holm. Out to Swanner. Swanner lets fly. Back rim. Long rebound by Johnson. To Kumps. Vikings have a chance to cut into this lead. Make this one get a little bit of a nail biter for the Glacier Bears. They try and go inside to Biggers. He falls on the floor after he's able to save it to his teammate. Johnson with another 3-point. This one. Swanner with the rebound. Off to Davis. Slowly bring it up into the front court. Gets it to Gillum. Gillum now is guarded by Johnson. Hands off to Davis. Lets the offense set. Waits till Kumps come up to him. Now Davis on the dribble. Goes left side. Backs it way out. Looking for a screen from home. They're talking about it. 41 illegal screen. He was moving on that one. I didn't see a lot of contact, but there must have been some on that one. Kumps coming up for the Vikings. They're resetting their offense, trying to cut into this 5-point lead. Durkin. Johnson on the left baseline. Back up top to Durkin. To Kumps. Goes inside to Biggers. Up top to Durkin for 3. Front rim. Gillum down with the rebound. He had that one torn out of his hands. Now you got Johnson. He can't score it. Gillum with the rebound. Got Johnson diving forward on the floor. Can't come up with it. Back to Davis. Davis coming up to Holm. Back to Davis. 2:45 left. Glacier Bears trying to run some clock, but they might still need some points out of this. They got to be careful here. Get it to Gillum. He's closely matched by Johnson. Gillum comes up, spins away from Durkin, gets it to Davis. Davis working against Kumps. He'll back up towards the center circle. Still on the dribble. Kumps backs away. Now Kumps comes up. Davis goes out to Willard. Up top to Holm. Holm's got Biggers staying off of him. Dribble over to Davis. Back up to Gillum. Gillum drives inside, and he's going to travel and turn that back over to the Vikings. 2:11 left. Now you got Engel coming off the bench for Biggers for the Vikings. And we got a full timeout by Petersburg with 2:11 left. 5-point lead for the Glacier Bears. We'll send it back to KFSK for 1 minute. All right, welcome back to the Haines Glacier Bears Gymnasium. The Petersburg basketball, 2-11. Glacier Bears clinging to a 5-point lead. They have 5 team fouls. Petersburg has 3. Glacier Bears get the tip. Petersburg's able to get it across to Johnson. Johnson up on that right side, guarded closely by Davis. Johnson looking for some help. Gets it over to Engel. Engel back to Johnson. Now up top to Kumps. Under 2 minutes to play now. Kumps working against that 2-3 zone. Goes right-hand side to Durkin. Out to Johnson to Durkin. Durkin drives in, kicks to Johnson for 3. Rebound by Long. Long's able to control it, get it to Davis. Davis goes over to Gillum. Gillum comes up to Willard. They're way out behind at the half-court line. Durkin comes out guarding Xander Willard. Johnson's able to get the pick against Gillum. Up with the right, and Johnson's got 2. Cuts his lead to 3 points. Glacier Bears might have to be a little bit more aggressive here. Might be too early to do the time stall here. Davis going to drive in, kicks it over to Holmes. Holmes going to drive into the lane to Long. Long back out to Davis. We got 1:06 left in the game. 3-point lead for the Glacier Bears. Gillum working against Johnson. And he's going to be fouled by Johnson. It's going to be the second on Johnson. That's only going to be the 4th team foul. So nobody's shooting yet, but we're 59.7 seconds left. 3-point lead by the Glacier Bears, out of bounds in front of the Haines bench. Gillum gets it into Davis. Davis is going to be wrapped up by Kumps. That's his first personal. 5th team foul, so 2 more that the Vikings are going to need if they want some free throws by the Glacier Bears. And it looks like that's what Coach Brock wants. So they get it to Davis, and Davis is going to go into the backcourt. Big mistake there by the Glacier Bears. He was going to get fouled if he would have he just needed to let it go to the backcourt and then pick it up instead of touching it in the front court first. 57.2 seconds left. Petersburg has a basketball. We've got a full timeout. But we're going to keep this one here and talk about this. So far, scoring in the game, you've got Durkin with 5, Johnson with 14, Engel with 5, Biggers with 8, and Kumps with 4 for the Vikings. For the Glacier Bears, got Willard with 8, Holm with 4, Gillum with 17, and Davis with 10. As I was saying earlier, both teams now have 5 team fouls. Vikings down 3. 50-plus seconds left. Are they going to try and get the 3 from either from Johnson, Durkin, or is Coach Brock going to try and go inside, get the bucket, and get another stop? Reminder, we're going to get to repeat this action tomorrow. 11:30 for the girls, 1 o'clock for the boys. The Viking ladies won today 42-32 over our Glacier Bears, so they'll be looking to go 2-0 in conference play. And we'll see who's looking to go 2-0 tomorrow and who's looking to even their record at 1-1. 57.2 seconds left. You got Kahn on the inbounds, gets it into Kumps. Kumps comes left-hand side to Johnson, to Kumps. Durkins on the right wing. They go inside to Engel. Engel misses the shot, gets his own rebound, gets it back up and good for 2. Jack Engel with 2. We got a 1-point game. Davis up into the front court. Goes over to Long. Long gets inside, and he's fouled inside. It'll be on the floor, out of bounds. 33.2 seconds left. 32. Engel. 16 fouls. So the next team foul by the Vikings will send the Glacier Bears to the free throw line for at least a 1-1. Gillum on the inbounds on the baseline. Gets it into Davis. Davis is going to get fouled. That was close. Kumps almost had it, but the way he was reaching around from the back, the officials are going to call that a foul each time. So that sends Davis to the line for a 1-1 opportunity. 31 seconds left. You're up 1. This is when the free throws get a little bit tougher. You feel that extra pressure at the end of the game. And Davis misses, but Gillum with the rebound, and he's going to get fouled on the rebound. Gillum knifing through there, able to get past the block out.
And that'll be the third on Engel. 8th team foul. Now Gillum at the line with the pressure free throw opportunity. 29.4 seconds. His first shot misses. Vikings have the basketball with a chance to win the game. Down one. Kumps with the ball. Come left-hand side to Kahn, to Kumps. I need you guys to... So it'll be timeout, 18.7 seconds left. We got a timeout by Petersburg. 1 minute. They've got come up with a play. Go inside. 39-38. Glacier Bears have a chance to foul if they need to. They still have a foul to give. They only have 5 team fouls here in the second half. Glad we finally got some Region 5 basketball. This is fun. Woo! There you go, Sam. Schedules are all screwed up because of travel and COVID. When we're allowed to have basketball, it ends up being a good time. All right, so Petersburg will be inbounding far side, free throw line extended. Looks like they've got Engel on the inbounds pass. Engel gets to Kumps. 15 seconds left. Kumps goes right-hand side to Durkin. Johnson driving. Durkin left-hand side to Kumps. They go inside. Stolen away by the Glacier Bears. Willard has it. Gets it to Davis. 1.7 seconds left. He throws it up. Glacier Bears are able to get the steal at the end and come away with a 1-point lead. 39-38. They go inside to Biggers. He's quadruple teamed. They're able to strip the ball. Ball goes on the floor, out of bounds, and that's how this ball game will end. So final scoring, Durkin with 5, Johnson with 14, Engel with 7, Biggers with 8, Kumps with 4 for the Vikings. For the Glacier Bears, Willard with 8, Holm with 4, Gillum with 17, and Davis with 10. Reminder, we got games tomorrow, 11:30 tomorrow morning for the girls, 1 o'clock for the boys. These will be live on, if you go to the Haynesboro School District website, Sam has a link on there if you want to watch the video, or we'll also have it with our friends down at KFSK in Petersburg. So good night to everybody, and we will see you tomorrow morning.